Hello, 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 world. How is everybody? This is your host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour, Louise Hicks, and it's been a while. However, I decided to come in tonight and share some great information with you because I just got back from an event and it was exciting. So I wanted to share it with you. And again, I'm Louise Hicks, the host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour, my podcast that you are watching or listening to right now. And I'm excited because today was a very eventful day, exciting day, amazing day. And please go to my YouTube channel, aimed, AIMED, the number two, Purpose Radio. Subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and please leave some comments because I do broadcast here on Facebook Live. However, I will be uploading my videos to my YouTube channel. Many of them have already been uploaded. However, I have more that I will upload. So please go to my channel, subscribe. There's great content out there because I started this podcast back in 2022, January of 2022, and my purpose was to elevate our community, the Black community, because we are lagging behind economically. And my goal is to support and elevate because we need our own Black media as well as our own educational institutions, our financial institutions. We need our healthcare institutions. And of course, we need our educational institutions, which is vital because who's going to tell our history better than we are? And who will give you the truth about our history? So that's why it's so important that we entertain our own and provide content and information that is going to elevate our community. So let me share with you the great news. And this is going to be a short podcast because it's late. And as I just stated, I just returned home from a very exciting event. And the hosting person was Lynell Williams. The event was in Dallas, Texas, and it is Life Management Group, where they are bringing us together so that we can network with one another, we can support one another, we can do business with one another. We need more of these grassroots groups coming together so that we can elevate ourselves because we need to economically, socially, physically, mentally, intellectually, uh, health-wise, spiritually. And we have all of these elements that we can bring together for vision, hope, faith, knowledge, and action. That's what we need. We have to have a vision. We have to have hope. We need knowledge. We need action, vision, hope, faith, knowledge, and action. So let your faith be bigger than your fear because a lot of us are so fearful of everything until we are afraid to do this. And I always hold this cup up and share it because it says, speak up. And we got to start doing that. And we know a lot of the elder people that's my age, we aren't doing anything. These younger generation, the Gen Xers, the millennials, some of them are coming out and they are empowering. They are on fire. So we need some of our older people to get on fire. We need you because we have to elevate ourselves. Nobody else is going to do it. It's up to us. And that's why I started this Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour, because I'm one of these elders at 72 that I believe and I know I have a lot to offer to help support and elevate. And when I went to this event tonight, I was so excited because Lynell Williams who invited me and hosted this event, did a fashion show of her clothes. Oh, she is awesome. You should have seen some of where I can't wait until she's out here with her book showing some of her fashion. Lynell Williams, remember that name because she's on fire and she's a baby boomer as well, like myself, but she's on fire with her fashion. You should have seen some of the fashion she had. I mean, dynamic. And also evangelist Clara King spoke. Oh, and I'm telling you, she was amazing. Speaking of how we create through our thoughts. And I mean, this was an amazing event. And if you're in the Dallas area, please contact me. Dallas, Fort Worth, any of those surrounding areas, so that you can be at the next networking group that she has, because I'm telling you, won't want to miss it. And there were all ages there. There were millennials, there were Gen Xers, there were baby boomers like myself. And I tell you, we had an awesome time sharing with one another, unifying with one another. It was great. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait until she has the next one. Again, remember that name, Lynell Williams. Oh, fashion, that's her name, Miss Fashion. I'm going to call her Miss Fashion Lynell Williams because she's a creator. And that's what we are. We're creators. So please, please put your vision into action. You have the talent to do it. So let's all come together. If you're in the area, Life Management Group, contact me at 562-310-1495. And when they have the next event, please come out and join us, because I am just so excited to see my people out sharing with one another, introducing their businesses. We had a mathematician there, and I hope to have him on our show. We had caterers there and creators of different fragrances, butters, and I'm telling you, it was amazing. We had artistic people there, we had authors there, we had what do you call them? I guess you could say filmmakers. They do commercials. I mean, it was amazing. You need to come out and network with some of these people locally here in Texas, because it's in the Dallas, Texas area, and I'm hoping to have them to come out in the area where I am, and let's do some networking out here. So please, please, let's come together more, because we need to unify. That's how we empower ourselves. We come together, we connect with one another, and share our businesses with one another, patronize one another. It was amazing. So stop being so fearful of everything. That's one of our drawbacks. It's a distraction when you're out here being fearful of everything and everybody, and you're afraid to speak up. I mean, if you do your due diligence now and go and do some research, you don't have to worry about the fear. Do your due diligence, be able to articulate, be able to have that knowledge and put that knowledge in action, because that's what counts. And also, I'm just, like I said, I'm happy about it. I'm elated about it, because we need more of these types of settings where we come together, we share ideas, we empower one another. We are a brilliant melanated people, and it's up to us to elevate ourselves. We can't sit around waiting on crumbs, the government crumbs, and looking to other people to elevate us. No, looking to other people to tell our story. We know who we are. Tell our own story. No one allows you to tell their story. So why are we allowing others to tell our story? It's up to us to tell our story. We know our history. Those of us that don't know our history, get with someone that knows it. And I'm telling you, read the books by Dr. Claude Anderson. I have met him. I have all of his books. I read Black Labor, White Wealth back in the 1990s. I believe the book came out in the mid-90s, somewhere back then. I read it. Read Powernomics. Go on to his website, powernomics.com. And I've met him, and he is dynamic. He was part of the Carter administration back in the day when President Jimmy Carter was our president. And speaking of presidents, let's talk about a little bit about the election and how Biden insulted us, yet many of you went out there and voted for him. Are you going to vote for him again in 2024? This man made a very derogatory statement about us, for the sound. But he said, let me stop it. Okay, we don't want to hear that. He said, if you have a problem trying to figure out who to vote for, him or Trump, you ain't Black. Can you believe that? This is your sitting president. And I didn't vote for him, nor did I vote for Trump, because you don't insult me and expect for me to vote for you and tell me if I don't vote for you, I ain't Black. Ridiculous. And many of us still went out and voted for him, and probably will go because many of us are on that Democratic bandwagon. What have the Democrats done for Black people? And that's something you need to really think about. Black people, our ancestors built this country, yet they don't even discuss reparations. However, look at all the money that they're giving to the migrants, the Ukrainians. And I have nothing against the Ukrainians or anybody. However, did the Ukrainians vote for President Biden? Did the Ukrainians' ancestors work and help build this country? Or anybody else that they're giving money to? They've given reparations to other ethnicities. However, when you speak about reparations for Black people, even some of our own are out there saying, oh, we don't need reparations. So you'd rather have crumbs and stay at the bottom of the economic spectrum the rest of your life? I would hope not. So let's really think about it, and let's pull it all together so that we can empower ourselves. Why give your vote away for nothing? And we've been doing that for years and years and years and years and years. So let's stop it. Let's have the confidence. And it brings to mind this interview with, because I'm a sports fan, and I didn't watch the Colorado game against Oregon. However, I saw the interview, and I tell you, why not have confidence like Deion Sanders? One thing I can say about him, he's very confident, even though they got slaughtered. Of course, I didn't watch the game because I was doing my own thing, elevating myself. However, he gave an empowering interview after the game. He admitted and acknowledged that they were slaughtered. They got their butts kicked. However, he said they're going to make a comeback. So let's see what they're going to do. And I recall when Deion Sanders left Jackson State and went to Colorado State, there were a lot of bashing of him. Some people felt, oh, he was a sellout and this and blah, blah, blah. I never felt that way. And I spoke about it because we don't know what his motive was for leaving and why within his mind. He has a family to support. So let the man be. He's just one person. There are others that can come along and go. I'm sure Jackson State has a new, I don't know who the person is, but I'm sure they have a new head coach. and he won the first 2 or 3 games over at Colorado State. But who wins did you expect for him never to lose? Of course, they were slaughtered. However, he said they're going to make a comeback. So just watch and see what happens. But again, always remember your power lies within you, and we have to let it loose. And we have to stop giving away our vote. Stop it. Stop giving it away. No other ethnic group just gives their vote to somebody and they do nothing for them. In fact, who votes for the Democratic Party more than Black people, ethnically, from the ethnic groups? I don't know of anybody that votes for the Democratic Party more than Black people do. And what are we getting for it? That's something for you to think about and use your critical thinking skills. So with that said, I'm a little worn out because, like I said, I went to this dynamic event, and I want to thank Miss Lynell Williams for all of her fashion sharing tonight. She is very creative, and she's going to be coming out with some information about her fashions, and I'm going to have her on the show once she does that, and we're going to be sharing some of her fashions. She's very creative, and everything starts with a thought, and we have to move our minds forward, because what did that scripture say in 2 Timothy 1:7? God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and a sound mind. So let's start using that, because we are creators. Creators. And remember that. And when I said about my aim to purpose, that's about aspiration, inspiration, motivation, edification, and determination. Because you have to have that God-powered system, that GPS, your internal trainer, to move you forward. And that's what I call my driving force, my GPS, which is my God-powered system. And because I'm that mad Black woman, motivated and determined, that's what my MAD is all about, M-A-D, motivated and determined. So with that said, always remember, your power lies within you. Let it loose, because your destiny is your command. It's up to you to command your destiny. Take control of your life. You know who you are. If not, talk to me, and I will help you find your purpose in life. I have L. Hicks Consulting Services. That's my business, LLC. I have my own YouTube channel. Again, please go and subscribe. And that is aimed, AIMED, the number 2 Purpose Radio, Aim to Purpose Radio. Subscribe, give it a thumbs up, leave your comments. And my website is www.louisehicks.com. That will take you to all of my social media, Instagram, Twitter, my Facebook, my YouTube channel. So go to louisehicks.com. And I'm just grateful and thankful to all of my supporters. I really appreciate you, and I love you all very much. And please continue on your journey, because we are on an elevation journey of vision, hope, faith, knowledge, and action. Until next time, once again, your power lies within you. Let it loose, and let your faith be bigger than your fear. Good night, and have a great week.